Ladies and gentlemen, success isn't an accident. It doesn't happen to you, it happens because of you. It begins long before you see results, long before anyone claps for you. It begins in the mind. Today, I want to share with you 5 steps to create a success-oriented mindset. These are principles that, if applied, can elevate your thinking and transform your life. Step 1, define what success means to you. Success is personal. It's not some universal, one-size-fits-all destination. If you don't take the time to define it for yourself, someone else will. And let me tell you, their version of success will rarely align with the whisper of your heart, the calling of your soul. That's why the first step toward a truly fulfilling life is deciding what success means to you. Not your parents, not your peers, not society. You. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself this question? What does success look like for me? Is it achieving financial freedom so you can live life on your terms and give your family the life they deserve? Is it building meaningful relationships, the kind where trust and love are unshakable? Or is it something deeper, a legacy, a mark you leave on the world that endures long after you're gone? Whatever it is, don't just think about it fleetingly. Write it down, put pen to paper, and let your dreams flow out. Be specific, because vague goals produce vague results. Clarity, my friends, is power. Imagine trying to drive to a destination you've never been to, but you refuse to use a map or input the address into GPS. You're left guessing, wandering, turning down the wrong streets. That's exactly what happens when you don't define your version of success. Your mind, your energy, they don't know where to go. But when you provide them with a clear destination, suddenly, everything changes. Your focus sharpens, your path reveals itself. And even in moments of darkness, that clarity acts like a lighthouse, guiding you safely forward. Let me tell you something about life. The world is full of noise. People will try to tell you what you should want, who you should be, and how you should live. If you're not careful, you'll find yourself climbing a ladder, only to realize it's leaning against the wrong wall. That's the tragedy of a life lived without intention, chasing goals that aren't your own, working tirelessly towards someone else's dream, all while ignoring the voice inside you that's begging you to listen. Don't let that be your story. Here's the truth about defining success. It's not always easy. It requires honesty. It demands courage. You have to block out the distractions, shut off the noise, and look inward. What matters to you? Not what sounds good, not what looks good to others, what truly sets your soul on fire. You've got to be willing to dig deep, to ask yourself questions most people are too afraid to ask. What would make me proud of the life I lived? What would fill me with gratitude at the end of the day? When you find those answers, you'll know, you'll feel it. But don't stop there. Once you've defined your vision, you must commit to it. Clarity without commitment is like a car without fuel. It's not going anywhere. You see, defining success is just the beginning. The real magic happens when you take ownership of that vision. When you say, this is my dream and I'm going to pursue it no matter what. Because believe me, life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your path. People will doubt you. You'll doubt yourself. But when your vision is clear and your commitment unwavering, you become unstoppable. Let me share a little secret about commitment. It's not something you feel, it's something you decide. There will be days when the road feels too long, when the obstacles seem too big, when giving up feels like the easiest option. But commitment isn't about how you feel in those moments. It's about the promise you made to yourself when you were clear-headed and full of purpose. That promise has to be stronger than the excuses, stronger than the fear, stronger than the temptation to settle. And speaking of settling, don't do it. Don't settle for someone else's dream. Don't settle for mediocrity. Don't settle for a life that's anything less than what you deserve. You were born with potential, with gifts, with something special to offer this world. But if you don't define your success, if you don't take charge of your life, those gifts will go unused, that potential will go unrealized, and the world will miss out on the unique impact only you could make. I want you to imagine this. You're at the end of your life, looking back on the years you've lived. What do you want to see? A life full of purpose and meaning? A legacy that inspires those who come after you? Or will you look back and realize you were too afraid to dream big, too afraid to define success on your terms? That's the choice you have right now. This moment is a gift. It's an opportunity to take control of your story, to decide what success means to you, and to pursue it with everything you've got. Success isn't a straight line, and it's not a destination you reach once and for all. It's a journey, an ongoing process of growth, learning, and becoming. But the journey starts with clarity, so don't rush this step. Take the time to dream, take the time to reflect. Write it all down, your dreams, your goals, your vision for the future. Be as specific as possible. Don't just say, I want to be successful. What does success feel like? What does it look like? How does it impact your life and the lives of those around you? The more detailed your vision, the more powerful it becomes. And finally, don't let fear stop you. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping outside your comfort zone. These are the things that keep most people stuck. But let me tell you, the moment you define what success means to you, the moment you commit to it fully, fear loses its grip. Because when you're clear on your purpose, when you're passionate about your vision, nothing can hold you back. So my challenge to you is simple. Define your success. Don't leave it to chance. Don't let others define it for you. This is your life. This is your journey. Own it, define it, and most importantly, commit to it. Because when you do, you'll unlock a power within you that you never knew existed. A power to create, to grow, to inspire, and to live a life that's truly your own. And that, my friends, is the ultimate success. Step 2, guard your mind against negativity. Your mind is the most fertile ground you'll ever own, a garden of unlimited potential. But like any garden, it doesn't just grow beautiful, thriving plants on its own. It needs care, attention, and most importantly, protection. If you're not careful, the weeds will creep in. Those weeds of negativity, self-doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs. And before you know it, they'll choke out the life from your dreams, stealing the energy you need to move forward. That's why guarding your mind is not just a task, it's a duty. Because what you allow to grow there will determine the course of your life. Think about it. Every thought you entertain is a seed. Positive thoughts, they grow into confidence, resilience, and purpose. Negative thoughts, they grow into fear, hesitation, and regret. The trouble is, the weeds don't need an invitation. They come uninvited. They sprout from the whispers of doubt you hear when you're trying something new. They grow from the judgments of others, the harsh words of critics, or even the quiet voice of your own insecurities. And if you're not vigilant, they'll spread quickly. That's why you have to be intentional. You must become the gatekeeper of your mind, deciding what's allowed in and what must be kept out. The question is, how do you guard your mind? It begins with the influences you allow into your life. What are you reading? What are you watching? Who are you spending your time with? These aren't small decisions. They're the foundation of your mental environment. Imagine planting a garden and watering it with poison. It sounds absurd, doesn't it? Yet, that's exactly what happens when you surround yourself with negativity, whether it's in the form of toxic relationships, fear-driven media, or content that fills you with doubt instead of hope. The soil of your mind can't thrive when it's polluted. Choose your influences wisely. Seek out the books, the stories, the lessons that uplift you. Read about people who have overcome impossible odds, who turned failures into stepping stones and setbacks into setups for success. Listen to podcasts or speeches that fill you with energy, that remind you of what's possible. Let those words sink in, nourish you, and plant seeds of growth in your mind. Because every day, whether you realize it or not, you're feeding your mind. The question is, are you feeding it poison or nourishment? And it's not just about what you consume, it's about who you allow to speak into your life. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to be better, who see the greatness in you even when you can't see it yourself. Spend time with those who believe in your vision, who push you to aim higher, and who refuse to let you settle for less. These are the people who will help you weed the garden of your mind when negativity tries to take root. But be careful. Not everyone will celebrate your growth. There are those who will try to discourage you, not because they're bad people, but because they're speaking from their own fears. You have to recognize this and choose to rise above it. Here's something to remember. Guarding your mind is not a one-time event. It's a daily practice. Negativity doesn't knock once and leave. It shows up in subtle ways, through a comment, a comparison, or even your own moment of doubt. That's why every day you have to feed your mind with positivity. Start your morning with something inspiring, a book, a podcast, a prayer, or even a moment of gratitude. Remind yourself that challenges aren't there to stop you. They're there to shape you. They're stepping stones, not roadblocks. When you approach each day with this mindset, you begin to see obstacles as opportunities, and fear loses its power over you. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how weeds seem to grow faster than the flowers? Negativity works the same way. It doesn't take much for doubt to spread or fear to take over. That's why you can't afford to let your guard down. If you catch a negative thought creeping in, replace it immediately with something positive. If you hear someone telling you what you can't do, if you feel overwhelmed by fear, focus on just one step forward. Guarding your mind doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means choosing which reality you focus on, the one that limits you or the one that empowers you. Let me share something powerful with you. The thoughts you allow to dominate your mind will eventually shape your reality. If you let fear, doubt, and negativity take root, they'll create a life filled with hesitation and regret. But if you nurture confidence, hope, and resilience, you'll build a life that reflects your highest potential. It's not magic, it's the law of the mind. What you focus on grows. What you allow in shapes who you become. So here's my challenge to you. Start today. Take an honest look at your mental environment. What's helping you grow and what's holding you back? Who's speaking life into your dreams and who's sowing seeds of doubt? What are you feeding your mind daily? These aren't trivial questions. They're the keys to your future. Because if you guard your mind, you'll guard your... Don't wait for the perfect moment to start. Don't wait for the weeds to take over completely. Begin now. Start feeding your mind with the right influences. Start surrounding yourself with people who lift you up. Start replacing every negative thought with a positive one. It's a process and it won't happen overnight, but with consistency, your mental garden will begin to thrive. And when it does, you'll find that success becomes not just a possibility, but a certainty. Your mind is your most powerful asset. Guard it fiercely, protect it daily, and remember, the quality of your thoughts determines the quality of your life. Cultivate positivity, nurture resilience, and keep your vision clear. Do this, and there's nothing you can't achieve. Step 3, develop unshakable belief in yourself. Belief is the bedrock of everything you will ever achieve. It's the invisible force that propels you forward when obstacles arise, the inner power that keeps you going when the path gets tough. But belief is not something you're born with. It's something you must cultivate, something you build, piece by piece, brick by brick. Without belief, you will hesitate, second-guess yourself, and ultimately you won't even try. And that's the real tragedy. Because the only true failure in life is not trying, not giving yourself the chance to succeed. Here's the first thing you need to understand. Belief isn't an accident. It's a choice. And like any skill, it can be developed, honed, and strengthened over time. But you've got to start somewhere. You have to start small. Don't look at the mountain ahead of you and be intimidated by its size. Look back. Look at the victories you've already achieved. You've faced adversity. You've stood on the edge of uncertainty and walked through it. You've succeeded and you've overcome challenges. Those moments, no matter how big or small, are proof that you are capable. The key is to recognize them, acknowledge them, and use them as evidence that you can rise again. Every challenge you've overcome in the past is proof that you are more than capable of facing whatever comes next. Think about it for a moment. Have you ever faced something in life that seemed impossible? Something that made you question your strength or ability? Now think about how you got through it. There was a time when you didn't know if you could make it, but you did. You persevered, you adapted, and you came out on the other side stronger. That's your proof. You've already proven to yourself that you can succeed. All you need to do now is look at those victories and say, if I could do that, I can do this. It doesn't matter how big or small the next challenge is. What matters is that you've already faced challenges and you've already triumphed. Now, let's take that belief a step further. Once you've tapped into the power of your past victories, you need to affirm it daily. Your words are powerful. They shape your reality and they shape your belief. Speak life into your dreams. Speak belief into your future. Say it out loud. I can do this. I am capable. I am worthy of success. At first, it might feel a little awkward. It might feel unnatural to say those words to yourself, especially if you've spent a lifetime telling yourself the opposite. But let me tell you something. Repetition changes everything. When you repeat something enough times, your brain begins to accept it as truth. This is not about lying to yourself. It's about training your mind to think differently, to believe differently. You're reprogramming your subconscious mind, and the more you do it, the more you'll begin to believe in your own potential. You see, belief isn't a feeling, it's a decision. It's a decision you make every day to trust in your abilities, to trust in your dreams, and to trust in the process. When you begin to affirm your belief, something incredible happens. You start to take action. Belief and action are two sides of the same coin. When you believe you can, you'll take action toward your goals. And when you take action, you'll start to see results. Every small step you take is proof that your belief is real. And the more results you see, the more your belief in yourself will grow. It's a cycle. Belief leads to action, and action leads to results. And those results feed your belief even more. But here's the catch. When you believe in yourself, the world opens up. Opportunities appear, people start to take notice, and even when challenges arise, and they will, you'll face them with a confidence and resilience that comes from knowing deep down that you are capable of overcoming them. There's another important truth about belief. It's contagious. When you believe in yourself, others will start to believe in you too. Your belief becomes a magnet that attracts people, opportunities, and resources. When you walk into a room with confidence, when you speak with conviction, when you act with purpose, others can't help but notice. They will begin to see what you see in yourself. Someone who is destined for greatness. Someone who is committed to their goals. Someone who is not afraid to take risks. And that belief, both in yourself and from others, will fuel your success even further. But let me be clear, belief doesn't mean everything will be easy. It doesn't mean there won't be setbacks, challenges, or moments of doubt. There will be, that's part of the journey. But when you believe in yourself, you'll face those challenges with a sense of calm and determination. You'll know that no matter how difficult the road gets, you've already proven you can keep going. You've already proven you can overcome. And that's where the magic happens. The more you believe, the more you'll take action. And the more you take action, the closer you get to your dreams. So how do you develop unshakable belief in yourself? Start by looking at your past victories, no matter how small, and using them as evidence of your strength. Then affirm that belief every day. Speak it into existence. Let your words shape your reality. And most importantly, take action. Because belief isn't just something you feel, it's something you do. And when you believe, you will act. And when you act, you will succeed. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is belief. Believe in yourself, and you'll make the impossible possible. Step 4, take full responsibility for your life. Success and excuses cannot coexist. The moment you begin to make excuses, you've already lost the battle. You can't create the life you want while holding on to the crutch of blame. If you want to build a success-oriented mindset, you must take full responsibility for your life. Every decision you make, every outcome you experience, every moment that passes. No one else can do this for you, and no one else is coming to save you. The key to your future is in your hands, and it's time to take ownership of that power. Now, it's easy to fall into the trap of blaming circumstances, other people, or just plain bad luck. We've all been there, haven't we? The economy is tough, the job market is competitive, people don't understand me, life is unfair. These are all real challenges, but here's the truth. When you blame, you give away your power. When you point your finger outward, you miss the opportunity to point inward and ask yourself, what can I do about this? Responsibility is not a burden, it's freedom. When you take ownership of your life, you take control of your destiny. You empower yourself. No one else is responsible for your success, and no one else should be. This is your journey, and it starts with you. What does taking full responsibility look like in action? It begins with asking yourself one simple yet profound question. What can I do today to move closer to my goals? Not tomorrow, not next week, today, this very moment. Too many people wait for the perfect time, for the stars to align, or for conditions to be just right. But let me tell you something. Perfect timing is a myth. If you wait for everything to be perfect, you'll be waiting forever. The secret to momentum is doing something, anything today. Every small step you take compounds, building the foundation for the bigger strides to come. You don't need to know everything or have everything in place to start. You just need to take the first step, then the next, and then the next. I know, sometimes it feels easier to delay, to say I'll get to it later. But that's the trap of procrastination. When you wait, you give up control. You let life happen to you instead of taking the reins and making life happen for you. When you decide that today is the day you move forward, you take charge. That's where the real power is. Every decision you make, every action you take, moves you closer to your dreams. It's the small, consistent efforts that create lasting change. Momentum doesn't come from waiting for the perfect moment. It comes from doing what you can right now with what you have. Taking full responsibility means owning every part of your life, your choices, your attitude, and your effort. It means looking at the mirror and saying, "This is my life. These are my decisions. These are my results." No one is forcing you to act. No one is pushing you to make the hard choices. You are the one who chooses how you respond to life's challenges. Will you rise to the occasion, or will you let obstacles knock you down? It's up to you. The power is in your hands. When you take responsibility, you stop blaming other people, circumstances, or the past. You stop making excuses. Instead, you focus on what you can control, your own actions. It's about understanding that the results you're getting right now are directly tied to the decisions you've made up to this point. If you're not happy with where you are, then take responsibility for changing it. It doesn't matter how far you've come or how many mistakes you've made. The moment you choose to take ownership, you step into your power. You are no longer a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your future. This mindset is powerful because it means you have the ability to change. You have the ability to learn. You have the ability to grow. And you don't have to wait for the world to change for you. You can change the world by changing how you show up, by changing your attitude and effort every single day. This is where true freedom comes from. The ability to control your actions, your thoughts, and your decisions. You don't need permission to move forward. You don't need validation from others. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. All you need is the courage to take ownership and move forward, step by step. But here's the thing, taking full responsibility doesn't mean everything will be easy. It doesn't mean you won't face setbacks, challenges, or even failure along the way. In fact, you will. But when you own your journey, when you take responsibility for your actions, you'll have the strength to keep going. Because you'll know that every setback is just a setup for a comeback. You'll understand that failure is not a reflection of who you are. It's simply a lesson, a stepping stone on the path to your success. And when you truly take responsibility for your life, you stop waiting for external circumstances to change. You stop blaming others or making excuses. You stop waiting for luck to strike. Instead, you realize that the power to create change lies within you. In every decision you make, in every action you take, and in every moment you choose to move closer to your goals. So ask yourself again, what can I do today to move closer to my goals? What can you do today that will put you one step further down the path of your dreams? The smallest actions, the smallest decisions compound over time. So don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for someone else to fix things, and don't wait for better circumstances. Take full responsibility for your life right now. Own your choices. Own your attitude. Own your effort. And when you do, you'll become unstoppable. Because when you take full responsibility, you take full control of your destiny. And that, my friend, is where true success begins. Step 5, practice gratitude and focus on growth. A success-oriented mindset thrives on two fundamental pillars, gratitude and growth. These two forces work hand in hand to propel you forward, to open up opportunities, and to bring clarity to your life's path. Why is that? Because gratitude shifts your focus from what you don't have to what you do have. It opens your eyes to the blessings already in your life, and it refocuses your energy on the positive. Growth, on the other hand, ensures you keep moving forward, always improving, always expanding your potential. Together, gratitude and growth create a dynamic momentum that will carry you through any challenge and bring you closer to your dreams. Let's start with gratitude. Too often, we get caught up in the race of life, focusing on what's missing, what we still want, and what we don't have yet. We set our eyes on the future and forget to appreciate the present. But here's the thing, when you cultivate gratitude, it shifts your entire perspective. It forces you to look around and see the wealth of blessings already surrounding you. You see, gratitude is not just a nice feeling, it's a powerful tool. It rewires your brain to see possibilities instead of problems, to notice opportunities instead of obstacles. That's why it's so important to start each day with gratitude. Take a moment, just a few minutes, and write down 3 things you're thankful for. It could be your health, the people in your life, the opportunities you have, or simply the fact that you woke up today and have another chance to pursue your dreams. This small act can completely change your mindset for the day. You stop focusing on what you don't have, and you begin to see the abundance in your life, no matter how small or large. And this shift is powerful because when you focus on gratitude, you start to attract more of the same. The more you appreciate, the more you receive. Gratitude is a magnet for blessings. But gratitude is only one piece of the equation. The other side of the coin is growth. Growth is the driving force behind success. It's the force that keeps you pushing forward even when things get tough. It's what prevents you from settling for mediocrity and challenges you to reach for excellence. Growth is about more than just acquiring more knowledge. It's about improving yourself, mind, body, and spirit, each and every day. Growth requires a commitment to never stop evolving. So how do you commit to growth? Start by learning something new every day. It doesn't have to be something monumental, but make it a habit. Challenge yourself to grow by just 1% each day. Read a book, listen to a podcast, watch a documentary, ask questions, seek out new ideas and perspectives. You don't need to have all the answers. What matters is that you're always in pursuit of them. Growth is not a one-time event. It's a daily practice. It's about taking small steps, constantly improving, and pushing yourself to become a better version of yourself each day. Now, I know it's easy to get discouraged. We all have days when it feels like progress is slow or non-existent. But remember this, success is not a destination. It's not a fixed point on the horizon that you eventually reach. Success is a journey, a continuous process of becoming. The person you are today is not the person you'll be tomorrow, and that's the beauty of it. With every step you take, with every bit of knowledge you acquire, with every new experience, you are becoming the best version of yourself. And that's what success is really all about. It's about being in constant evolution, about pushing your limits, about seeking growth every single day. The key is to commit to growth without attachment to the result. When you focus solely on the outcome, it's easy to become discouraged or frustrated when things don't go according to plan. But when you focus on the process, on becoming better each day, success becomes inevitable. And that's because growth is the foundation of everything you want to achieve. When you grow, you expand your potential. And when you expand your potential, the possibilities for your life grow with it. And here's something that's incredibly important to remember. Growth is not always comfortable. In fact, it's often the uncomfortable moments that lead to the most profound growth. The times when you push through fear, doubt, and uncertainty are the times when you're actually growing the most. Embrace the challenges, the discomfort, and the setbacks. They're not signs that you're failing, they're signs that you're stretching yourself, that you're reaching beyond your limits, that you're becoming more than you were yesterday. At the same time, remember that growth requires patience. The process may not always be fast and the results may not always be immediate, but every single step you take, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. Keep moving forward, keep improving, keep seeking. You will get there. The key is to remain committed to the journey, to trust that every day you are getting closer to your goals. Gratitude and growth go hand in hand. Gratitude helps you recognize how far you've already come, and growth keeps you moving forward to new heights. When you focus on gratitude, you can see how much abundance is already in your life. And when you focus on growth, you can see how much more you are capable of achieving. Together, they create a powerful force that propels you toward the life you've always dreamed of. So each day, practice gratitude. Take time to reflect on the blessings in your life. Let gratitude become the lens through which you see the world. And at the same time, commit to growth. Dedicate yourself to learning, improving, and evolving. Set a goal to be just 1% better each day. Understand that success is not a final destination, but a journey of continuous improvement. The combination of gratitude and growth will take you places you've never imagined. And before long, you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. Keep growing, keep being thankful, and watch as the life you desire unfolds before you. So there you have it. 5 steps to create a success-oriented mindset. Define your version of success. Guard your mind against negativity. Develop unshakable belief in yourself. Take full responsibility for your life. And practice gratitude while focusing on growth. These steps are simple, but they're not easy. They require effort, commitment, and persistence. But let me tell you this, it's worth it. Because when you change your mindset, you change your life. Success starts in the mind. It's time to plant the seeds, nurture the growth, and reap the rewards. Your future is waiting. The question is, will you step up and claim it?